Morning guys. So as you can see from last night's video, Helen's done all the hard work and cleaned the pig shed. I got out of it again. So I get the fun bit. I'm going to take you on a little tour of their shed. This is where the pigs hang out in the winter time. Here in the UK you can see it's a bit frosty this morning. So let's go and have a look. I'm going to switch this camera around. Okay. So here we are, here's the pig shed. Glamorous. I'm just going to open it up for you. Okay, pin this back. And I guess the first thing you'll notice is all the silver space age insulation. So, yeah, this stuff can be bought at any DIY store, stapled on. It's actually got a layer of plastic in between. Keeps the damp out, keeps the pig shed warm. And we'll go in. Maybe should I open both doors? Yeah, go open both doors. So I haven't seen the pigs yet this morning. So how are we doing? Peps is in her hut. Hello darling. You okay babes? Yeah. Maybe also I will switch the heat lamp off. You'll see we have a red heat lamp. This helps with the temperature. We also have a digital thermometer. I recommend one of these for anyone who is going to keep pigs outside or inside outside. So just unplug that heat lamp, then everything doesn't look quite so red. Okay, so the setup we have here, I'm just going to back out. We have large double floored run that side and a hutch and a hutch at the end, and then we have an additional floor space as well. So seeing as it's really early and the pigs haven't woken up yet, we'll get them a few fresh goodies to get them going. So at the bottom, what we got here, we have some of our fleeces, have some hay. This is what we use for bedding hay. It's a meadow hay. And then we have some feeding hay. So I'm going to give them a bit of feeding hay, get them going. Now you're looking, aren't you, Peps? Hello, darling. Hello. Right, what have we got here? Yum, yum. Trying to do this with one hand. And pop a little bit up there. Okay. There you go, darling. And anyone in there? No. Oh yes, we have Mr. Neptune. There you go, Neptune. How are you doing? There you go. You see Neptune's actually on a heat pad. Although it won't be very warm now. They last about 10 hours. Right, okay. Who else have we got? Good morning, Piggles. There is Jet in there, believe it or not. Where is Harlequin? Oh, she's there. I can see her. She's there. Right. These little things are really neat for feeding hay. Just stuff them in. So I'm just going to pop a bit in there. The trick is to shoot a video and do this with one hand, but I should try my best. Okay. There we go. That'll get them going. Another thing we tend to do in the morning is actually take the nuggets out, because the guinea pigs, particularly Pepper and Neptune, as you can see, will keep eating them all day and all night, and really it's only part of the diet, it's not the full thing. I think that's just a bowl that's had some hay in, so I might just take that out. Right, let's stick some more hay in there just for... There we go. Okay. And finally, the two babies who are currently living in the top half. We haven't put the two together yet. We're going to wait till spring to introduce the girls to Harlequin and Jet. But I imagine if I sneak that through there, where are they? Any sign? No, they're hiding. They're really hiding. Okay. storm in there, believe it or not. Again, you have to trust me on this. There are guinea pigs in these sheds. Okay, pop a bit of fresh hay there. Maybe pop a bit around the back here. We're just getting to the bottom of the bag. Dip in there and get some. There we go. Okay. Perhaps just as an additional treat, we can get some forage. What we got? We have some Nature's Feast here. This is cool. So maybe just get a few of these just to sprinkle them in there. Just adds a little something for them to discover. Hello, darling. You come and say hello on camera? Huh? You gonna come and say hello? Honey Jet. They're playing shy this morning. Are you shy this morning? Yes, you're shy this morning. Okay. Pepsi's out now. Oh, back in the hut. Sprinkle a few of them on. Okay. Hello, darling. Right. That's that. Also got some, these aren't real by the way. Lots of people, we had them out in the garden, lots of people go, oh, your guinea pigs out. Like, no, they're not. They're statues. So in here, I think we've got some more here plus this stuff. So I'm going to get a bit of that. Another thing you may notice down here, this is designed for greenhouses. Again, it is for temperature, so it's what do they call them? Kind of heat. It's another version of a heat lamp. It's only low power, but it just helps keep the damp off. The important thing when you're keeping guinea pigs outside is to keep the place as dry as possible. So when we're not using this, I mean, this generally will only get switched on if the temperature's dropping below 10 degrees. Otherwise, this just keeps the damp off, along with a dehumidifier. We've got one up here. You can buy these. They just soak up any moisture within the air. So that's the top tip. Another tip there, actually, you can see, is lining the top of your hutches with fleece. Helps, or fleece, or in this case it's a blanket, to help keep the temperature in, and then just lifting the whole thing off the ground. If you look down here, what we've actually done is just create a little MDF stand for the hutches to stand on, so they're not actually standing on their legs. Not only does this give you storage space, but it's also better for the pigs. They're off the ground. The lower they are to the ground, the more likely it's going to be cooler. So got some herbal forage as well here. This stuff's just good. Put it in my hand and now I've got to open the door. Just to sprinkle around. Just make the pigs, give them an opportunity to forage about. So Pepsi's out again. She's back in. So yeah, this cage, we would love it to be a bit bigger. It is 2-story, so the guys can come down. I'll just open that up. The guys can come down the ramp to the bottom. It's also got a little hidey hole underneath. And a tip, if you're ever struggling with guinea pigs on ramps, use a tunnel and attach it to it. It just makes them more comfortable. And obviously the shallower the angle, the more they're going to find it easier. But yeah, if we had more space, we'd love it to be deeper. So I think this is one of the reasons we created this additional run space. So you know, while the guys can sleep in there during the day, they then can come out into a larger run. And this, if you're just wondering what this is literally just a pallet, a small pallet. It's just the perfect size to fit in here, but it's quite useful just in this run actually, and for standing on. So if you've got pigs that don't do too much climbing, you can cover the top off, and they actually have a little hiding space to hide in. But it's also useful if we're getting across to there or into this corner, that we've got something to stand on rather than standing straight in the hay. As you can see, we do bed all our guinea pigs on meadow hay. Underneath that is just newspaper, and that works a treat for us. Starting to wake up. Right, I'm just going to give them some Herd Plus. Forage in a bit. I think I heard one of the little ones upstairs as well. Let's have a look. Okay. Yeah, we often get asked about these springs as well. We need to find out where we found them. We picked them up, a recommendation from our local rescue, but they're a lot more robust than the springs. You get these sort of springs, don't you? Classically with the set, but they tend to get stretched and overused, so these are a lot stronger. And as you can see, another tip, get one of these covers, particularly in winter. Stops the water from freezing, although it won't freeze in here because of the temperature, and it's also good for keeping the bottles cool in the summer as well, so it does two jobs. So yeah, is there anything else that I've missed? I mean, we have let me just pop that away. We have storage, sneaky storage everywhere, some drawers here, various bits and pieces, all the medical stuff. Nuggets are up here. Oh, here's Helen. Hello, Helen.
Hello.
Helen, bringer of cucumber.
Yes, well, it's spare,
you.
so I thought they might like it.
Okay. Let's see. Does anyone like cucumber? Anyone? Can I get any interest in cucumber? Pepper? You a cucumber fiend? Safe to say. Happy to take that. Let's see about Neptune. Neptune? No cucumber? And still on their dozy, sleepy Sunday morning mood. Right. How's about you two? They're all a bit shyer in winter. Because they see more of us in the summer. The reality is they're out in the run, they're seeing a lot more of us, and obviously we're visiting them regularly, but they're having a bit more of their own time. So, hey Jay. Yeah, she's on. Now, I'll be lucky if I can hand feed these two little ones up here, but I'll give it a go, see if anyone's interested. Yeah, darling. Stop. No, it's going to be too much. They're still only wee babbies. And I'm just going to try and see if I can work out where Nutella is. I think Nutella is in that little hole. So, I shall pop a couple of bits there for her. There you go, darling. Okay. Yes, perhaps. Oh, you're rattling again a little bit, darling. We've just been fighting this little infection with Peps. She's been better the last few weeks, but she's just rattling a little bit. We'll have to keep a very close eye on that. Okay. So, that is the piggy shed. And it's just worth noting, you know, this is the winter about. In the UK it's very cold, so this is where they come. For most of the spring and summer they head outside and they're onto the grass that you can see is very patchy at the moment. But yeah, we have lots of runs, you can see them there. So they will spend most of the day. When the temperature is right, when it's not wet, they'll be out. But this is where they come, and this is where they will spend bedtime in the summer as well. Okay, thank you for listening. I hope you've enjoyed the little tour, a little taste of where we keep our guinea pigs. We do get asked a lot during what do you do in winter, so hopefully that's explained some of it. If you enjoyed what you watched, please let us know. If you've got any questions, comment below and we'll try and answer them as best we can. And if you enjoyed the video, subscribe and like, please. And we'll see you next time. Take care.